TRAXXfm's morning show with me, Otto. Good morning to you. It's the lovely 26th of November on a Friday, and today we're graced in the studios with a special friend of mine, our very own news reporter. But before I announce his name, let me just give you a little background check on him. He was born and raised in Malacca in Jasin, right? And he has been a reporter for more than about 10 years here in RTM. He has a degree, a master's in political science, and he used to be a backbencher in class. Unlike Terence Das, who was the middle of the row in class, I was the one in front. So that's one thing which are the difference between us. Now, he has won awards, for example, the Top Com 2021 by KKM and Hospital Selayang. He also has won the Best Franchisee Media Journalist 2021 and also Best TV Reporter by MSOSH 2021. And he's none other than Mohan Chinnasamy, award-winning RTM news reporter and newscaster. Thank you very much for taking the time to come to the studio.
Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it's been such a long time. I've actually never seen you in person. I've only watched you from the sidelines because we're all very busy people, but I'm so glad that you came in and you decided to say, okay, we're going to go on. And it was a last-minute interview, actually. Yeah. So thank you very much for coming into the studios.
And so thank you to TRAXXfm because having me today.
All right. So I would like to ask you, right, since all of this background for 10 years here in RTM, you've been in and out everywhere. What is actually the concept behind Mohan?
Mohan. When we talk about Mohan, Mohan is a normal human being actually. And just you say about my biodata just now. I'm almost 10 years. I've become a journalist in RTM since 2011 until now. And a lot of the experience and challenges that I face start from zero, then until now where I am now.
Wow. And then one more thing is, can you tell us what's your typical working day like?
Actually, as Otto said just now, you and me are same. We have a very hectic life. Basically, for a government servant, we have 8 or 9 hours working. But for me, as a reporter, we work sometimes more than 13 hours. For example, I can elaborate about my job for every day. Monday to Thursday, I will be in Parliament. I will do a news comparing on a live from Parliament in TV1. And after that, I will read a midnight news. Then sometimes on Friday, Saturday and Sunday, I will do a special reports, like 100 days achievement of the Malaysian new government, something like that, which need a lot of analysis, something like that.
When you first came in 2011, am I correct? 2011, did you straight away went into news reporting, or did you become a backbencher first and follow the seniors, or how was it like for you?
Yeah, of course. Actually, when I came in RTM in 2011, I became a backbencher, and the person that I admire most in a newsroom is like Fatil Hidayat, include Terence and Hani Muhili, because when I look them, they are like an icon. Like they are multi-purpose reporters actually. They can do anything. They can do a comparing, they can do a stand-upper, they can do a live crossover, they can read news. So I always put them in my mind as my model, and I always follow their footsteps.
They're like a crouching tiger, hidden dragon, right? They're just crouching around, but whenever push comes to shove, they're always there.
Yes.
And can make it happen, right?
Yes.
Just like you.
Yeah. No,
Once again, congratulations on the awards. Now, can you share with us and the listeners what are the challenges that you face when it comes behind the scenes? What are the things that actually, caused you to push forward when it comes to, behind the scenes?
Actually, there's a lot of challenges I face behind the scene, especially when the COVID-19 time, pandemic COVID-19 is coming, attacking the global. That time, I was in charge by my boss to go a lot of places to make a special coverage about the COVID-19. First of all is in KLIA, the arrival of Malaysian people from Iran, Italy, and also from China. So I'm the one who elected by Majlis Keselamatan Negara to stay there and give live reports since early morning, 5 o'clock, until 10 o'clock in the morning. So that time I was facing a lot of challenges because that time I have some personal problems. For example, my wife was pregnant that time, and I was scolded by my family, said that you should not do that kind of job because your wife is pregnant. She might get COVID-19, everything. But I still take the job, because for me, job is first for me, and I do that things with my full heart, and because I want to give a complete report to the public regarding what is happening in Malaysia now. The most risky job that I did in my life is container mayat. Because I'm the first reporter that was allowed by KKM and Hospital Sungai Buloh to enter inside the container, which are full with the COVID-19 dead bodies. And that time also I was condemned by my family, but I feel very happy since the minister and also the director DG of Health, Tan Sri Dr. Noor Hisham, was praised about my effort.
I mean, let's go back. You saw the bodies. What was the emotion going through your mind when that happened, when you saw the bodies?
Actually, first time when I saw the body, I cried. Why I cried? Because I don't know who are them. But they put their bodies inside, and they cannot go through the normal cremation. They have to go under like sanitation, and they have to keep the bodies 24 hours until 48 hours. If the family didn't come and take the body, they will do their own cremation by the hospital people. And I think that it's very heartbreaking. It's very heartbreaking because when I do the stand up in front of the camera also, I cry because I actually I don't know who are them, but it's really touching because we don't know who are them, and COVID-19 is actually real.
No, what's interesting is that when you face this kinds of situation, right, I do realize that I've been also for MH17, MH370, those situations where also part of my family members were part of that as well, that situation. So it was very hard. But what got you through that is being there, and it's a totally different experience when you watch it on television or online, and being there in person, seeing it. It's a truly emotional experience. But how do you bounce back towards that when you're feeling that immense emotion? How do you bounce back? What motivated you to keep on going?
Okay, at that time, my chief editor, my chief reporter is Hani Muhili, and she always become my motivator. She always tell me that, Mohan, focus on your work. Focus on your work. You have to feel the reality of the life. You have to feel. You don't get emotional because right now you are not the public. You are the person who will be deliver the message to the public. So you have to bring in the correct news without emotional. So that's the motivation that I always follow from her, because everybody know who is Hani Muhili. She's the one who's the top reporter in RTM, and style of reporting since MH last time the MH17, that time also we know already how she deliver the message, and I follow her footsteps because we cannot get, as a reporter, we cannot get too emotional regarding of these situations. But what we can do is we deliver the correct news to the public because they should know what is happening in Malaysia now. They cannot take easy about the COVID-19 things. Correct.
Well, so would you say that would be the most memorable experience throughout your 10-year career?
Yeah.
Now, interesting fact here, ladies and gentlemen. This Mohan Chinnasamy actually did not choose to be part as a news reporter. You actually had a different choice.
Yes.
And still you head on and just go for the flow. Go with it, right? Okay, so we're going for a short break, and we will be right back with Mohan Chinnasamy, award-winning RTM news reporter and newscaster here in RTM, and talking about career experience and inspiration. So do stay tuned. We're on live on Facebook right now. So we're going to make for a short break, and today we have St. Lucia Elevated right here on TRAXXfm. Good morning, Malaysia. This is, of course, TRAXXfm's morning show with me, Otto. Good morning, Malaysia. Now, we are with our very own award-winning RTM news reporter and also newscaster who has won numerous awards. Namely, for this year, we have Topcom 2021 by KKM and also Hospital Selayang. Best Franchise Media Journalist 2021. Best TV Reporter by MSOSH 2021. None other than Mohan Chinnasamy. Thank you once again for being in the studios, taking the time off your busy schedule.
Welcome, Otto.
I know that you have another reporting to do, right? You have another assignment. Yes, coming your way. So I will not take your time. I would just like to know, what other awards have you won aside from this one?
Actually, maybe I can elaborate a little bit about these 3 awards that just now Otto mentioned just now. First, about the TOPCOM 2021. TOPCOM means National Table Top Exercise and Communication in Disaster Medicine. I received that on September. They do it as a visual by Ministry of Health and also Hospital Selayang. Then second things is I was announced as a best franchise journalist, and that one will be held in Putrajaya 1st December, and it will be attended by our Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob, and he will the one who officiate the functions. Then yesterday I won the best TV reports by Malaysian Press Institute, MPI, and also Malaysian Society for Occupational Safety and Health, MSOSH. That was beyond of that, last 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I received a lot of awards actually from our ministry, Menteri Komunikasi and Multimedia, some kind of appreciations awards of doing of a job like a disaster like COVID-19. And besides that, I also received some awards from the Jabatan Bomba and Penyelamat, and also from Polis Raja Malaysia, PDRM.
Thank you for doing what you're doing. I'm sure a lot of people are inspired by your story right now. So coming to this, what would you like to say to our listeners who would like to start a career as a news reporter?
Actually, job as a news reporter is not easy. It's not an easy job. It's a very, very hard actually. You need to learn something. You have to become very brave in front of the camera. You need to get ready every minute that when you in the event or in some places to report what's going on the places. And the important things is the motivations.
Correct.
You must have very good motivations, and don't think about salary. For me, it's don't think about salary. Do your job with your interest. Means you love the job, you do the job. You don't do the job because I get a high salary, so I want to do the job. For me, your input or your output will be zero. When you do the job with your love, with the interest, with your high interest in the job, means you love that job, you will produce 100% a very good output.
Definitely. And you were mentioning earlier on in our first interview there that you talked about families saying, no, you should not do this. Negative aspects toward it because they're fearful for your health, fearful for your safety, but you still went on. Yeah. So those are the things that actually, that's bringing you back, but you still push forward no matter what happens. Yes. So those are the things that you will probably face for the new news reporters, and also for further people who are interested in broadcasting as well. Correct?
Yes.
So where can our listeners actually find you?
Actually, they can find me through Facebook and Instagram under nickname of Mohan_Terry, and also in YouTube Berita RTM. In YouTube Berita RTM, they can find out some of my news clips, my crossover, my parliament reports. So they can find it from there.
Okay, so thank you very much, Mohan Chinnasamy, for coming to the studio. It's been a truly pleasurable moment for me as well, and it's hard for us to even talk to face because both of us are kind of busy as well. So once again, he is the multiple award winner, news reporter and also newscaster. Thank you very much for coming to the studios. So if you have any questions, you can always catch him online and message him on Twitter as well. You're on live at Twitter as well, yeah? So thank you very much once again, and be safe when you're going out there, my friend.
Thank you. Same to you.
Okay, we've got the news coming up with Azlani, and then we'll be with Tracks Momentum with Green Man, so stay tuned for that. For now, this is Otto saying, through the virtue of patience and the wisdom of knowledge, we will strive forward, Malaysia. Peace. I'm out.